Oh, somebody living her said. Oh, yes, you so spilled. Oops, sorry. Ooh. I'm playing this raccoon. Okay, we gotta go through those missions. What you got, little girl? What can you do me for? Oh, we got nothing. How many we got? Nothing. Oh, we gotta unlock the difficulties.
Come
No.
to view the requests? This one, yes? What do you think?
Move on. Oh, we gotta play by ourselves. Oh God, here we go. Let's start place.
The duel was to take place at Hillwind Altar. Lots of memories there. It's where we first met Id. Where I lost to him, and Lyria was taken from us.
Do you guys really have to do this?
We're friends now, right? Friends don't fight each other. Lyria and Vern tried to talk me out of it the whole way there, but I just kept thinking of the look in Id's eye. He wasn't going to back down, and I respected that.
Captain.
Id had been staring into the distance, like a statue set to guard the altar. He turned when he heard our footsteps.
Now that we've gotten to know one another, I've come to realize something. There's no one that can keep Lyria safe better than you.
He took deliberate steps towards me, but this was nothing like the first time we met. He'd been terrifying then, like a hydra closing in on its prey. But now, there was something softer about the light in his
We
eyes.
better not be fighting.
You could tell he was there to help.
You're the real thing. A hero. You didn't just save Lyria, you saved the skies. And I thought, maybe if we crossed blades again, I'd learn something. Something that would help me be more like you.
Id. I finally got it. Id and I. There was when Id had been a bad guy, and I'd been too weak to protect Lyria. But things were different now. And this fight was going to prove it. I'm not losing this time.
I'd be disappointed if you did.
I drew my sword and took the first step forward.
Oh, I think we fight.
Let's do this. Give me everything you've got.
Oh!
Right back at you.
Please, just promise me you two will be careful. Closer.
Okay.
Mercy is for the weak.
Can't beat me.
Suffer!
Leave defense to
Wait now, look now.
Yikes! Here comes
Oh my God.
Panacea!
And that missed me entirely.
Yikes!
Keep up! Is that Paris? You're dust!
I mean, we already knew this, but Ed's pretty much unstoppable.
We'll see about that.
I believe in you, bud.
Now
Show
it
him how
begins.
that you powered up.
Leave defense to me.
I've grown too, Captain.
Miserable.
That's not it yet.
Gonna take
That
more
hit
than
him.
that to beat me.
Bye-bye.
You won't escape
I
me.
can't stand people to do all this jumping. Easy now.
Yikes! Here comes healing. Miss
Come.
me.
Come. Mercy is for the weak. Take this.
quite.
Oh my god.
So, wanna give up?
You wish. You're just getting started.
Oh, I can't look anymore.
Annoyed yet?
Not quite.
How can all these damn jump?
I knew this would be an easy fight.
You're no slouch yourself.
Keep up.
Bruised, but still smiling. Exactly like bud. Oh, I can't beat me. I was no longer.
Leave the
I am terrible at this game.
My patience is thinning.
Leave defense. Can't beat me. Leave defense.
You won't escape
Nice
me.
hit.
No matter what happens,
Not quite.
I'm not backing down. Sentenced!
I'm dizzy now.
Keep up.
Goodbye. All this damn jumping, honey.
Thank you, Captain.
No. Thank you. I won. I stood, almost doubled over with my hands on my knees, trying to remember how to breathe. Id staggered over and stuck a clenched hand in my face. Yeah, of course he'd go for a fist bump. I tapped his knuckles lightly with mine, and just like that, we were back to being loyal crewmates. That duel had blown away all our regrets. No more looking over our shoulders. It was time to move past, well, our past.
Whew. Game schedule. Yeah.
Come to view the... What do you think?
Hey, heard about your little spat with Id. Wish I still had that kind of energy.
Oh, man.
Eugen gave me a hearty slap between the shoulder blades.
The chills I got when watching them. Man, they were going all out.
Of course, Vern had told everybody. I could appreciate honesty and openness throughout the crew, but I clearly needed to have a talk with that dragon about minding his own business.
I know.
So you're jealous Lyria's making new friends?
I gotta figure out
Do
who
you
I
have a
want on
crush
my
or
team.
something? Yo, don't be silly. That's not what this was about at all.
As
I
Lyria
don't wanna
tried to
play as
explain
her, I
the
just want her on
situation,
the team.
I stood there with a smirk. She's cute when she's
That
flustered.
damage cut thing.
It had been a wild ride,
Wow.
but things were finally back to normal.
Cackly
I couldn't get the
Ostra.
duel with Id out
That's
of my
pretty
mind.
good because she has a revive
He
too.
had been a perfect storm,
That's a
placing his
perfect
whole
thing
heart behind every blow.
for
I had to remember what I was fighting for to even stand a chance.
if we fight against those
To
stronger
be honest,
bosses.
I still don't think I'm stronger than him. I won this battle, yeah, but both of us are still changing,
Yeah, for
still
the stronger
growing.
bosses.
Who knows how it'll
You
turn
gotta
out
fight
if
these
there's a
sillies.
next time. But I doubt we'll ever need to fight like that again. Id trusts me now. I can feel
You gotta
that
fight
just as
as-
much as I felt the shock of
What's
his
his name,
sword
Dang?
flashing
Get that
against mine.
immunity shield.
Trust is nice,
But that's not
but it
gonna be any
always
good
comes
if you
with
can't get it,
responsibility.
that shield fast
Still,
enough.
That's the weight I signed up to carry when I became the captain of the Grand Cipher. And
Unless
took
you can get that
Lyria's
shit
hand
fast.
all that time ago.
They gave us how much? I don't know. Oh, it just gave us 30. I think I'm gonna do a best friends.
We really don't get a break.
For sure. It felt like everybody in Zega Grande had a job for Mr. Fix-It. Today's request? Just taking down a monster that can demolish a small village with a sneeze. No biggie. Vern, could you get us some potions?
You betcha! Liquid
We
health
ain't got
coming
no
right up!
pictures. No good ones.
Lyria, we're about to head out. Mind letting the rest of the crew know? I
Myra.
took a deep breath,
Myra,
letting
come here,
it settle
baby.
in my chest before releasing. We had a game plan, of course, but you never know how these things will go. Timing, coordination, everything had to be perfect.
So I want to see.
We'll be fine. I trust you.
So
And so does
Cassie's
everyone
gonna be on the
else.
team Cagliostro.
Id put a hand on my shoulder,
But we
and
probably got
somehow,
many damage to
that weight steadied me. We'd figure things out.
Lancelot.
We always
And
do.
who else?
I exchanged a nod with him, and we headed for
They
the
say
docks.
Oregon. What
The
his
rest of
name
the
is.
crew
He's
was
pretty
already
good, but
there, waving their arms in the air. From the smiles on their faces, you'd think we were going for a tropical
choose
vacation
Racco.
in a goose day.
But that's just because
Well,
Rackham is.
either way, I was sure we'd all come out of it in one piece. We had a bright future ahead of us.
Who I want to use. I hate using Lancelot. Oh, God. And the people. Yeah, they can get their exorcism. What's his name? Serafani. They say he's pretty good. I
There's
like
something
him. He's
about
just a
the
healer.
pure blue sky that
But I
pierces
don't really
the
want him
soul.
on the team, though.
Whenever I glimpsed its light, I felt my spirits lifted upward into
I
the
go through all these
resplendent glow.
fates.
But when I tried to reach out and capture its brilliance, I would find myself empty-handed. I knew I was a fool for believing I could touch it, but I would give anything to
quiet.
be in its presence, bathed in its warmth, just once more. How I detested that radiance, a light I shunned, rejected, and despised, and above all, yearned for. Is it irrational to both loathe and cherish something? My emotions had been in disarray, driving
You
me
gotta do all
towards
these faded
madness.
episodes. Oh,
But to understand what led to that incongruity, I need to start from the beginning. Fate was set in motion roughly 2,000 years ago, when the astral Lucilius created assistants to aid his research into Sky Dweller
Lucilius.
evolution. They were the original primal beasts, though they went by a different name. Archangels.
okay.
Given that we primals are immortal, the role which we are bestowed becomes our sole purpose for existing. Yet, when I was created, Supreme Primarch Lucifer saw fit to grant me nothing.
Lucifer.
I was essentially a blank slate, little more than the hollow husk of a primal. With unwavering determination, I stalked the garden of the Astral Research Lab, waiting for my chance to question Lucifer.
That's his
What
name,
was my
Lucilius.
purpose in life? Only he had the answer I desperately sought. With each passing moment, the whirling tempest of inferiority and doubt within my mind grew fiercer. As my disillusionment deepened, I came to view the Supreme Primarch as my only salvation. His wisdom, his skill, and even his poise. Everything about him was sublime. It was only fitting that he was beloved by all. I was convinced there was no other being as perfect as him. Indeed, he was the light that illuminated the world. And thus, I
I
endeavored to
think it's
prove
best
that
to
I could
pick
be of
4
use to it.
characters and then focus on those 4
The
characters.
only way I could pull my weight was to
But
secure
in
a
my
role
other
for
game, I
myself.
don't got all the characters loaded
It
up,
became an obsession.
maxed out.
I was but a tender hatchling, pestering its parent for nourishment.
But I don't know.
If only I had been more careful of what I wished for. One day, I finally learned the truth of my purpose, and it destroyed me. I wouldn't go
Gotta
so
find
far to
my
say I
character
was
that I play
eavesdropping. More like, I happened to be within earshot of a conversation between Lucilius and Lucifer.
Oh, they different.
From this innocuous meeting, my entire world changed forever. A
Mhm.
spare. I was Lucifer's spare. A temporary stand-in for the Supreme Primarch, should circumstances go awry. However, when you're the definition of perfection like Lucifer, a spare becomes redundant. Not only was I born a backup, I was a useless one.
Oh,
My dreams were built on hope, respect, and admiration. Yet, it wasn't until everything came crashing down that I realized how flimsy that foundation had been. In one brief flash, I came to hate the light. Much time passed after that shocking revelation, though little of note occurred. Later, however, a faction of the Archangels rose up in rebellion against the Astrals. They were the fallen angels, primals who believed themselves to be at the top of the food chain, radicals who snapped at the hands of their creators. Their mission was to shake up the hierarchy. Lost in rage from being tossed aside like a broken doll, I joined the rebellion without hesitation. It was my chance to claim revenge on Lucifer and Lucilius. No, just Lucifer. But the revolt was quashed, and I, along with the fallen angels, was imprisoned in Pandemonium. I languished in that colossal cage for 2 millennia, an eternity, even for a being with all the time in the world. Yet, as chance would have it, when Vern and Lyria came in contact with each other for the first time, a deafening
That sound like a
roar
familiar story.
reverberated across the skies, signaling the opportunity for me to escape. Luck was on my side. But when I emerged back into the open skies, Lucifer was nowhere to be found. I wanted to be berated. I yearned to be scolded. But above all else, I needed acknowledgement. And I wouldn't rest until I got what I deserved. If I needed to light the world ablaze just to smoke him out, so be it. I destroyed the equilibrium between the tetra elements, fire, water, earth, and wind. Deprived of that delicate balance, the islands would lose buoyancy and crash into the crimson horizon below. My lips twisted into a grin as I watched the Primarch scramble to put out my fires. Wiping out the world wasn't even that hard. I had barely broken a sweat. I shed no tears for the ruin of the skies. My focus was exhausted, suffocated by the stranglehold Lucifer kept on my heart. Darkness had conquered my judgment to the point where not even his light could mollify me. But that was what I wanted. What possessed me to commit such atrocities? Why did I lash out with such rancor? I asked rhetorically. I already knew the answers. I didn't care if I became a villain. All I cared about was proving my existence. Nothing was going to stop me. Come what may, I was going to force his hand.
you just said. Why you only got a 750 attack?
I chose to believe there was a method to my madness. To be punished for my crimes would validate my birth. Leaving behind a wake of destruction was my way of crying out for attention. No matter how foolish an act it was, nothing could have stopped me. There was only one way to soothe my tortured soul. All I needed was for one person to admit that I mattered. To tell me I belonged in this world. In the end, intentions, My plan to sow havoc and turmoil in the skies by releasing the fallen angels from Pandemonium never stood a chance. Perhaps I should have seen my failure coming. Nothing got past Lucifer and prevented the sky's impending doom. He appeared before me in my time of defeat. Every pent-up emotion inside of me, excess baggage accumulated over the past 2,000 years, erupted all at once. Grief from feeling worthless, misery from being ignored, despair from everlasting rejection. Everything that had transpired was his fault. Hate me, destroy me, punish me, I begged. But Lucifer did not see fit to play my game. Instead, he accepted full responsibility for my crimes. No, it wasn't supposed to end that way. I wasn't interested in clemency. I sought to beget calamity in order to be struck down by the Supreme Primarch's own hand. Were he to forgive my transgressions, my hatred for the light over these past centuries would have been for naught. To my dismay, the punishment I desired never came. Lucifer sealed me within the gentle warmth of his core, where I succumbed to a deep sleep. I found myself in a place where time ceased to flow. It was the perfect cloister, where I had nothing but my thoughts to keep me company. Then one day, Lyria came to see me. She fought to make me see reason, drawing examples from her own life experiences. The girl spoke of grappling with personal inadequacies. She hadn't known what her purpose in life was, or even who she was. But despite those hurdles, she eventually found a place to call home. Likewise, she believed it wasn't too late for me to discover my true self. Could Lucifer and I actually come to understand one another someday? It was a tempting thought, one that caused cracks to form in my rigid facade. Perhaps I had misunderstood Lucifer all along. The stronger the light, the darker the shadow. When one is faced with such dazzling brightness, the only escape is to look away. Could it be that I was being bathed in his light all this time? The walls of my confines melted away, and I was transported to a shrine in Canaan. I could feel Lucifer's presence close by. Faint though it was, I followed his aura until I finally found him. Or at least, what was left of him. His head lay on the ground, devoid of a vessel to bear it. Despite the loss of his senses, he seemed to comprehend that someone was present.
Please. I have a message for the ears of one named Sandalphon. I leave my power and the position of Supreme Primarch to him.
Even in his dismembered state, his mind lingered on the Sky Realm. It's no wonder he irritated me so. He always did as he pleased. Consequences to others be damned. The skies! All you ever talk about is this worthless realm! I went off on a tirade, though I don't know how much of it got through to him, given his state. His last words took a turn toward the philosophical.
What makes the sky blue? For thousands of years, people have wondered. And even once they grasped the science, they continued to ask. It struck me. Perhaps a question is really just a wish. Wondering why, how, what to do. That eternal questioning, wishing, seems to be where evolution leads.
As he drew his final breath, he spoke not as the Supreme Primarch, but as himself.
If I could be granted one last wish, I'd like to share one more cup of coffee with you in that shaded garden.
My chest ached, and the yearning for the light returned. His already dim glow continued to fade. I felt his power, along with his wishes, being passed on to me. All I could do was stand there in a stupor. I peered out of the shrine and gazed at the expansive blue he loved so much. His calming light would forever shine across the skies, illuminating the path forward, an undying beacon to guide those who lost their way.
That's intense. His story is intense as hell.
Disaster never seems to sleep. Not long after I had inherited Lucifer's power, another crisis threatened the world. This time it was Lucilius who took offense to the gods, unleashing chaos to spit in their faces. His plan, or grand finale in his words, was to crash Pandemonium into the Crimson Horizon, thereby destroying the dimensional barrier. To make matters worse, the Astral had the gall to attach his head to Lucifer's stolen body. It fueled him with immense power in the form of 12 pitch-black wings on his back. It was my duty to uphold the Supreme Primarch's legacy and protect the realm. I teamed up with the captain and crew to stop Lucilius dead in his tracks. I had finally found friends I wanted to protect. The fate of an entire world rested on my shoulders. This mission was personal. It wasn't so much about keeping promises or seeking atonement, nor was it to fulfill my duty as the Supreme Primarch. I simply wished to safeguard those I held dear. By some miracle, I had become the light that could banish evil. Lyria kept a white plume with her, perhaps as a good luck charm, without knowing what it truly represented. The plume resonated with me, and from my back grew 12 great wings. 2 were my own, followed by 6 bestowed by the Supreme Primarch. The other Primarchs contributed the final 4, 1 from each respective owner. With the weight of everyone's faith borne upon my wings, we defeated Lucilius, the Skyrealm's greatest threat, once and for all. A saga spanning 2 millennia had at last come to an end. It wasn't until some days later, as I stood on the deck of the soaring Grand Cipher, that I would have the chance to reflect on the immediate aftermath of our duel with Lucilius. After the Astral's downfall, a dimensional rift opened and began pulling Lyria in. I remembered the wind roaring in my ears as I flew to rescue her. The next thing I knew, I awoke in a place without time. I seemed to have returned back to the garden at the research lab, or some sort of recreation of it at least. A figure walked up to me and reached out a hand. It was Lucifer. Was I dreaming? Was this merely an illusion? We sat in the serene garden, sipping coffee and waxing nostalgic about events that took place 20-odd centuries ago. I couldn't stop my thoughts from spilling out. There were so many things to apologize for, so much gratitude to be expressed. And that's not to mention the myriad questions I felt compelled to ask. I reiterated my commitment to act as the new Supreme Primarch. And before long, the moment of our parting had arrived. In the past, I always had to watch him leave. But now, it was his turn to see me off. I had to be strong, for his sake. It was time to bid farewell to the eternal light of my adoration. I put forth my best smile. Till next time.
You gotta be shitting me. That is wasting my time.
See you.
Bye.
Hello there. Right. Would you take this one? I can make the arrangements, so please be careful.
Extremely proud. I can do shit.
Damn. Can't we take some R&R instead? Looking for a
We're
fight?
surrounded. Try to hold out until reinforcements get here. What do you think?
What then?
What do you think?
Go time! Fire!
Roses shall protect you.
Take that!
Come, Crimson Thorn!
Come on! Heads up, people! Now we're cooking with gas.
Full Bloom! Unfurl your
Come on!
I am in your debt.
Come, Crimson, you want more. Don't. Full Bloom! Come, Crimson Thorn!
It's working! Nice aim!
Full Bloom! What do you think? No falling under my watch. Spiral Road!
Score one for It's
Come,
working!
Crimson Thorn!
Raven!
Won't prevail.
What is this made of?
What do you think? Come to
Much
my
obliged.
Full
Surrender.
Careful. I will love you.
Look at the
Too late
size
to
of
run
that
away,
cool
bud.
Colossus! Don't let it escape!
It's go time, baby.
That all?
You want more?
Calm it down, buddy!
What do you think? Refreshing.
Stay focused.
Come, my rosebud.
Won't prevail.
Now we're cooking with gas. Slow them down.
It's working!
Free.
Bloom.
I've got it!
What do you think?
They're easy pickings now.
Am I alone?
Oh
Look in
yeah!
the game!
Come, Crimson. No falling under my watch.
Look at the size of that Colossus! Don't let it escape!
Fire!
Full Bloom.
Won't prevail.
Even the sweet
Not out of the woods yet! Hang in there!
What do you think? Don't play too hard now. Come, Crimson.
Up here.
Look at the size of that
Not enough for
Colossus!
ya?
Don't let it
Been
escape!
saving this one. Now we're
Hey,
cooking
cool
with
guys!
gas.
Help's on the way!
Try that again.
Range daddies are
Like
the
the
worst!
north wind.
Full Bloom.
Healthy as a hook.
Ice sculpture out of you!
Whoopsie daisy.
Can you satisfy me?
Keep it up!
I will
Backup
not.
should get here soon!
Fire!
Come now. You're finished. You are wonderful.
You're too kind.
They're here! Everything worked out in the end!
Ha! One for the books.
Looking at the quick boy. That'd be sweet.
All right!
Produce something.
Yay! Fatties ain't got nothing on you!
Come to view the request. Right. Would you take this one? Please be careful.
Yes, they produce something. Man. Man. Oh, him. Where you going?
Wow, you really can't do anything!
Enough for you? Heads up, people! Hell yeah! Take that!
What do you think?
This should do the trick.
I'll always keep jumping.
Bring it.
Care to join me?
Watch this.
The lady gloves are on. That shot was to die for.
I got more where that came from.
What do you think? It's furious. Stay sharp, everyone.
Be careful!
Got a bullet for you!
What the hell's on me?
Granblue. You want more? Don't.
Been saving this one. Now we're cooking.
Clean the eye. Bring it.
Come, Crimson Thorn.
Bring it. Focus fire.
Let the
Don't
frost
drop.
take you.
Bet it all on the book.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's do this. Bring
Hot
it.
enough for you?
I'm up. Bring it.
Got a bullet for you?
What do you think?
Ever tasted lead?
Come on.
Assault formation.
Right away.
This one's mine!
I never thought wooden pedal could hold up against frost and steel.
Beauty is strength.
Fire in the
You would do well to remember that.
Bring it.
Stay vigilant.
Let's stay cautious!
Come, Crimson Thorn. You want more? Don't.
Oh, that should be the last of them, which means quest complete!
You're mine. There's a sight for Sora. Peekaboo. Come to Papa. Nice. Ha! No need to thank me.
help you? What do you think? Would you take this one? Good luck out there.
Who we fight this time? Oh, it's to defeat all enemies.
Well, another day, another dime.
Daddy
Somebody
alert!
wants to play
It's
hardball.
go time.
I will love you ten. Come, my rosebud.
Get up! Heads up!
What do you think? Am I alluring?
That all?
Away with you!
Go time!
Like the
Ready to face the music? Bring it home, folks!
Full bloom.
Nice boost.
More work! Looks like we got a second to catch our breath before things heat up again. They just keep coming! Or we'll show them who's boss!
Rage, pops.
Bring it. The people.
Uh-oh! Go get them!
Somebody wants to play hardball. Hot enough for ya? Play the eye!
Refreshing.
That all?
I'm so
That all?
Much obliged.
Let's do this! Take that!
Take my form.
Go time! Rain hell on!
Annoyed yet?
Take
What do
that!
you think?
Nice
Play the
shot!
eye!
Full bloom. What do
Looking
you
for a
think?
fight? Fire! Take that!
Come, Crimson Thorn.
Raid, obstacles. Nice boost. Play the eye!
What do you think? Am I alluring?
You're a lifesaver.
Full bloom. Let's try to
Bring it! Oh yeah!
Good work! Keep it up, and we'll finish the next wave in no time. Last push! Make sure you get them all!
Somebody wants to play hardball.
Even the sweetest rose.
And I think that's everything. You were awesome out there!
Ha! One for the books.
Yes, can I help you? Here it is. This one, yes? It's in your hands now.
Oh boy. Duty calls.
Who we fight?
Looking for a
Just gotta
fight?
take out any monsters we've seen, right? Easy!
Can you satisfy me?
What do you think?
Unfurl
We
your
have to
blossom.
finish it before they recover!
Come,
Go time!
Crimson
Been
Thorn.
saving this one! Oh, you're in for it! Fire!
What
This
do you
should do
think?
the trick. Always double tap.
Take my sword.
Pointy eye!
Am I alluring?
Thank you.
Let's do this! Holy!
Come, Crimson
Upsy
Thorn.
daisy!
Come join.
Trigger finger is itching! Come on!
You want more? Don't.
Pointy eye!
What do you think? Even the sweetest rose.
Bring it!
Come, Crimson Thorn.
What
What do you
crunch!
think?
Hot enough for you?
Refreshing, isn't
Rain hell on him!
it? Gold bloom. What do you think?
Come on!
Come, Crimson Thorn.
Fire in the hole!
Look at the size of that Ghoul. Don't let it escape.
Yes, sure.
Come to my...
I am in your debt.
Ready
What
to
do you
face the
think?
music? Bring it home, folks!
Don't play too hard now.
North Wind.
Refreshing, isn't it?
You're through. No escape.
Come, Crimson Thorn. Just try
What do
to
you
break
think?
through.
Now we're cooking with gas.
What do you think? No falling under mine.
Oh, you're in for it. Hot enough for you? Go time!
Full bloom.
Watch out for the shooters.
What do you think? Am I a look?
Watch out
Impressive.
for the shooters.
Holy! Healthy as a fire in the hole!
Try far away. Watch out for the shooters.
Come,
Here comes
Crimson
Tyler.
Thorn.
Thank you.
Far away. You really shouldn't breathe in that small range. Daddies are the worst.
Miserable
Watch out for the shooters.
Full bloom.
to me!
Range daddies
Fire!
are the worst.
Heads up, people. That all?
Look at the size of that
that!
Ghoul.
What do
Don't
you
let it
think?
escape.
It's go time.
Prevail.
Too late to run away. Always double tap.
Spiral Road.
They're here. Everything worked out in the end.
Ha! Not too bad. Not too bad.
What is your number?
right. Fresh sandwiches. Come to the soup and decide. No.
Come to view the request? Here it is. Would you take this one? Please be careful.
We got rare spirits.
The rock dollar. You better not.
Great. Obstacles. Been saving this one. Bringing it home, folks. Ready to face the music?
Come, my
Hell yeah.
roses, come to my
Clean the eye! Upsy daisy.
Granblue. Take my phone.
On me!
Watch
You
this.
have my aid.
Keep your eyes forward.
Of course.
You got it.
Gotcha.
Even the sweetest rose.
Don't let up.
Granblue. Careful.
Don't let up. Oh, they're mad now.
Keep your eyes trained on them.
Clean the eye. Fire. Healthy as a... Holy.
The rose is shut.
Thanks a bunch.
Healthy as a horse. Holy.
Unfurl your
How
blood.
did she die?
Rain hell on her. That all?
Come,
Bring it.
Crimson Thorn. You want more? Don't.
I'm up. Take that.
It is charging.
Strike! On my
Fire.
Yep.
Hot enough for
You
you?
have my gratitude.
You're very welcome,
Coming right up. That all? This should do the trick. Come on.
Crimson Thorn.
Go on, Regina.
You won't prevail.
Always holy.
Granblue.
Come on.
Like the north wind.
I'll cover you.
Come, Crimson Thorn. No falling under mine.
Stay focused.
Gotta keep it up.
Roses, come
I
to
shan't
my
forget
Let's
this.
do
Pride
this.
break.
Take him. Run
You
away.
like
Bury
that?
them.
Don't drop your guard, guys. Take that.
You well, it seems we'll have to do this the hard way.
Don't do any. Got sights on it. Piercing punishment. Rosetta.
Shall we? Sullen Rose! Lancelot!
Descent here.
Full bloom!
Nice.
No falling under my watch. Spiral Rose!
Get him.
Crimson corruption.
That's my kind of luck.
Yeah, sometimes. Hot enough for ya?
Thank you!
Right.
Full bloom!
You got it. All or nothing.
Don't
Watch
play too
out.
hard now.
You made that look easy.
You're mine. Looks fancy. Nice. Glad that's over with.
Should probably update my
So by
situation.
the way, how's that dragon power been treating you lately?
I've had this sense of foreboding for a while now. Like someone's watching me. As if Versa is watching me.
Yeah?
How you got so many?
Come to view the requests? All right, see you. Yeah, have a nice day. Hello? All right,
Trying to
see
get away
you.
from the counter. Yeah, you got so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on.
Is your stomach growling? Yes, can I help you?
Yeah, he should be missing. Some fate.
During our stay in Seed Hollow, a certain request made its way into our hands. We were to inspect sightings of a mysterious young girl near the Seed Hollow castle.
You don't think she's a ghost, do you?
I put a hand on Lyria's shoulder to comfort her and asked the client for more details. According to reports, the young girl appeared to be looking for something. Workers helping with the castle's restoration effort would attempt to approach her, but she would vanish before they could get close. Each sighting would spook another handful of builders until there weren't enough hands to complete repairs. By all accounts, it seemed to be a ghost. Of course, I couldn't admit that to Lyria. It was not uncommon for spirits to take refuge in ancient ruins or castles and play tricks on any unfortunate souls passing by.
You hungry, Mama?
They were almost never malicious, even friendly sometimes. However, we couldn't take our chances. I just wished we had more information to work with. There was something familiar about this story. I just couldn't quite put my finger on it.
Look at her. Short as fuck. Everybody else is long.
The bustling streets and alleyways of Seed Hollow were steeped in an unusual silence. Rumors of the phantom sightings had spread, and the citizens became too fearful to leave their homes. We were still missing a part of the picture, but what was it?
I'm sure it was just someone's minds playing tricks on them.
Poor Lyria. I needed to wrap up this investigation as quickly as possible. However, despite our comprehensive search of the castle, nothing stood out as unordinary. We'll have to come back another day. Just then, I noticed a faint movement in the corner of my eye. Wait, it couldn't be.
Huh? What are these guys doing here? We already took care of Angraminyu.
Ominous forms. Foul creatures born from the primal beast Angraminyu. Surely they weren't the cause of the sightings, were they? I had my doubts, but this was no time for questions. The castle was in dire need of some pruning. Such hostility. It seems we've no choice but to fight.
You sure these are the ghosts we're looking for? Something about this place gives me the willies.
We'll uncover the truth soon, so hang in there, okay? This place will need more than a restoration if we don't do something about this.
These ain't catching up! Stay sharp, guys!
Come, my rose barrier. Looks like it's clear for now. Shall we?
Did you
Drawn
see
to my
that?
guard. Interesting. She supposedly disappears if you attempt to get close, but perhaps that wasn't the entire truth. Our job's not finished yet. Shall we? They've infested the entire courtyard. Who's ready for a pruning? What do you think? Unfurl your blossom! Fighting up close won't do us good here.
Sounds to me like it's time for a ranged battle. That's right up your alley, isn't it? They hunt from underground! You can't lose track of them!
More? There's such a thing as being too popular, you know? Quite a tenacious bunch, aren't they? Question is, where are they coming from?
There's still more of them? Get a clue already!
That should be the last of them.
Huh. And stay out!
Wait a second. What is that? What's this? A crystal fragment. I took a closer look. Within its faded luster was a familiar green aura. But where had I seen it before?
Hold up a second! Doesn't that remind you of those hallowed ground spots?
Vern was right. Its glow was nearly identical to the crystals found on hallowed grounds. Their unique aura kept monsters at bay, providing travelers with safe haven. Did this shard come from one?
It's faint, but Excavalian's aura. I can feel it coming from inside.
That couldn't be. I focused on the crystal splinter in hand, and indeed, there was the presence of a familiar primal. Excavalion was the primal beast of Dolly Island, Much farther than a stone's throw from here. So why were we able to feel its presence all the way in Seed Hollow?
It's not the only one. I think I can feel another primal beast here too.
Another primal? How could that be possible? A phantom girl, Excavalion, ominous forms, and now another primal beast. None of it made any sense. As we unraveled more of the castle's secrets, it became clear that we had barely scratched the surface of its walls.